P3 program is a model of training that is very specific to the athletes. And we're fortunate that P3 wants to work with UCSB and our athletes because athletes from around the country come to them. They have an opportunity to work with anybody and anywhere, so it's fortunate that we're able to have them here in town.
We're using P3 mostly to just test our athletes. They have some of the most advanced testing equipment in the world, and so what we're able to do there is we take a lot of the human error element out. We're able to essentially get all this information back from things like force plates, from motion capture, that tell us a lot more about the athlete than you could ever get from testing them in this kind of environment and just getting really basic power numbers like a vertical jump or like a bench press or something like that. We can do, I'd say, 90% of what they're able to do down there here. Things that have worked there for their pro athletes will probably work here.
The most important thing for us coming off of last season, of course, was the number of injuries that we took. We lost literally 6, 7 starters from last year's team. So our ability to get them to become not only bigger, stronger, faster, but also improve in the injury prevention area was a real key area that we are working with and hoping that we can get from P3.
We might have 2 outside backs who are playing the same position, but they have no business being on the same program. We can usually create a hierarchy of, all right, athlete A needs a lot of this first, some of this, and so on. So they don't really have to fit into a particular program. The program's made to fit them. And we feel like we are giving these athletes programs that are superior to any other programs offered anywhere in college soccer.
Our ability to be able to kind of use their facility to test our athletes, to have Ross right here at UCSB being able to train them on a daily basis and oversee their training program. It's a perfect relationship for both of us. And the ultimate test, of course, will come in the fall when we hope to see soccer players that, again, are bigger, stronger, faster, and stay injury-free.
I dealt with some serious injuries throughout my professional career that definitely put my career in jeopardy. I spent that off-season, winter of 2010, early 2011, training at P3, and they really put me back together physically. It was no coincidence that I went on to be the team MVP and defensive MVP of Chivas USA, and it was really that block of 3 months of work that I put in there that enabled me to not only recover from my injuries, but take the next step as an athlete. So 3 times a week I go through a P3 workout. It's a recipe for success. Every single athlete that you see walk through the doors there end up having breakout seasons for their clubs, and whether it's soccer, basketball, baseball, it doesn't really matter. They really know what they're doing. They're the next level. This is something that, instead of just trying to push in to be a professional, now I'm gonna really have a real career. Sports is always about becoming better, and that needs to be UCSB's motto too. It doesn't matter if we win national championships every year, we still need to be making steps forward. And hopefully our athletes, in my mind, think that they have this massive opportunity. And being here in Santa Barbara, you have P3 in your backyard. If we can get them in there to test, not only is it going to prevent injury for sure, we're going to have a much more durable team, and our athletes are going to perform at a higher level. So without a doubt, it's going to affect our results on the field in a very positive manner. You know, for me, I wish I knew in college what I know now in terms of what it takes to become a pro. But it really isn't about a 3-month season. It's about the decisions you make every single day. Working smart with P3 can help our athletes here at UCSB take the next step in their lives. And you know, not all of them are going to be pro soccer players, but you know, they'll definitely gain some tools out of it, not only physically but mentally.